Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel, and thank you for returning, you subscribers of mine. We're back in the 2014 SCION FR-S, also known as the Subaru BRZ, and the Toyota 86. As you guys, if you don't remember from the last video, I know it was a quick shot, but it was pretty much filled with dust in here and real nasty. It happens when you're at a body shop for a long while, you get a lot of dust. So I just went through, did a quick wipe, got everything nice and decent for them, cleaned up all the buttons and everything because they were kind of gunky. And yeah, you can't even tell they were in here. Now the fun part was on the outside, where I had to do a lot of sanding and buffing because of orange peel and contaminants or dirt in the finish. I got a spray on it right now, so you really can't tell, but some of you might be able to if you've seen this kind of work before. So I'm just gonna give you a quick walk around the vehicle and explain to you what we did, because it wasn't a hard enough wreck to deploy the airbag. We had to replace the clock spring. The whole assembly had to be replaced. The curtain airbags were deployed. We replaced the front end, everything that was damaged in the front end. So that means new fenders, new bumper, new hood. The door had a little damage, so they paid for repair on that. And the quarter panel, because of the door being jammed, got work on too. So the only panels that didn't get touched were the passenger door on the outside and the passenger quarter panel. Everything else and the roof, everything else, and the trunk. Sorry guys, everything else has been redone. So I got to go through, as you saw from the last, if you haven't seen the other video on the SCION, then I'll put it up there on the top at the end. But you know, I go through and I find runs and imperfections in the paint, and I fix those things before the customer gets them. So let's take a walk around and see if we can spot any of it. All right, we're on the outside, and like I was saying, most of the front end and this whole driver's side was refinished. The hood was the biggest culprit. I'm trying to get it in the light that you guys would be able to see, but there was a lot of orange peel and a lot of contaminants in the paint, so I had to smooth it all out, bringing it down. Since the roof and a couple other panels didn't get retreated or refinished or painted or whatever, I try to match it to that amount of orange peel. And as you can see, I know it looks dirty, but it's just the spray I got on there. I'm about to wash it. I got my bucket ready, got my hose ready. I'm about to wash it. I just figured I'd let you guys in on what's going on with the FR-S. Not bad cars. They weren't exactly built for speed, but they're pretty fun. I'm sure if this customer had his in the manual, he'd have a whole lot more fun than he's having now. Like I said, I'm ready for a quick wash. I'm gonna give it a quick rinse. Since the interior is all done, I'm trying to get this back to its home. Just making sure, I'm just going over, making sure that I didn't miss anything. Even though it looks nasty like this, it's pretty shiny and nice and clean. If you would have seen it before, you would have seen a whole bunch of like ripples in the paint, or waves, like real small ones that you'd be able to see it across the whole panel. It doesn't really come up on the camera, but they call it orange peel. It looks like the texture of an orange peel, and it was on everything that was painted. And I had to go from the rear all the way around, wrapped around the car, remedying the orange peel. So let me get to this wash and I'll see you guys there. So yeah, I just gave it a nice little rinse, or wash. Still gotta rinse everything off. Figured I'd keep you guys in the loop a little bit. I'm sure that was fun for some of you guys. But let me wipe this thing down dry, and we'll all take a nice quick look around, right? See if I missed anything or if anything's alright. I do got to get under the engine bay, so you guys might get to watch me do that. I'll be right with you as soon as I dry this up. Alright, yeah, just wiping it up. I like cleaning the door jambs for my customers. Alright, now she's dried, she's all cleaned up, and that shine is coming through. Like I said, this hood was my biggest culprit. It's a little swirly still, so I may have to spend a little more time on it, getting rid of these little lines. But it was really orange peeled, and it had a lot of little pieces of dirt in it. Like I said, from that fender all the way around has been repainted all the way to here. And all I did was just polish up the older stuff. And if you were able to see, like, this older stuff was really bad. You could probably still see some of the scratches. Now, this isn't a buff. This is just a polish with a nice coat of wax on it. So the trunk, this quarter, same thing, just a polish with wax. And this door, polish with wax. You know, even though he's got a big gouge in it and stuff, you know, when you get a nice new fender, you don't want the rest to look like so you know, you got to get it cleaned up for them. Customers never expect it, but something we do here. Let me open up this engine bay, see if I got to clean up. Usually there's a big compound mess. Not too bad. Not too bad. I'll run a hose through and wipe it down real quick. Probably do that now. Just give it a nice wipe down. Said it's got to look like it never entered here. And don't mind this rag. This is a chamois, but it's what I clean my jams with. And I do rinse it out and I do clean it up. Jams are the inner doors, and this is a jam area here. You know, the tops of your fenders and stuff. See, there's a little bit of compound left right there. Just go through and wipe it. And the customer wouldn't even know. Other than that, everything else looks good. I just wanted to show you guys this video. Make it a part 2, make it a 2-parter. So if you haven't seen the other SCION video, all I did was just fix a quick run. You know, it'll probably be up on one of the top corner pictures there if you haven't seen it yet. So 2014 Toyota FR-S. Yes, folks, that is a Subaru engine. Subaru-ish. And even ordering the part from Toyota, a factory part from Toyota came stamped as a Subaru part. Same thing. I don't want to show this guy's whole VIN, but usually a lot of cars have this sticker or at least a VIN number engraved in it. So now you know this is an original fender. And if you look here, also says Subaru. So it's basically a Subaru. It just has the Toyota interior and the Toyota lights. So if you were interested in one of these cars, I mean, they're nice cars. I'm sure they come in a manual. I hope they come in the manual. I really haven't seen one yet. But I'd get the Subaru model just for the better interior. Maybe a couple more gadgets. But overall, I mean, the performance, everything's the same. It's just, if you're buying the same car, you might as well get a better interior or get something a little extra that you won't get in the Scion, no matter which model you get. But a big difference is the lighting. The Scion has one set of headlights and taillights, and the Subaru, I mean, they look almost the same, but they have like little tweaks. Overall, pretty decent little cars. They can be fun. So if you're interested in them and you weren't sure between the two of them, or the soon to come Toyota, from what I hear, the Toyota 86 will be here, I guess. Can't confirm that, so please don't hold me to that. I haven't seen pictures yet. But if you're interested in one of these, with my opinion and my experience, I'd rather let you guys go get the Subaru. Yeah, it probably weighs more because it has a lot more to it, but still, you'll have a better interior, you'll have a better sense. Either way, you know what I mean, it's a Subaru, so it's not that it's unreliable. You just can't beat them up. But alright, people, comment down there in the bottom what you think. If you have one of these and you have let me know what you've done to them, and let me know what you plan on doing to it. I know there's a big aftermarket scene out for these. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Also, please be nice to each other, be kind to each other, and share the love.